Hello, hello, hello. I am here. I'm going here live now. I am up. I hope everybody got the notifications this time. Let's talk about this, the impact that's happened on these prison systems here. See what's going on with it. It's waiting for people to come on in the chat. See if we can get some people to come on in. Yeah, I'm online. I'll get some people to come on up in this chat. And we can get on up in here. We are live. I'm live. Hey, Ann. Hey, Ann. Ann's in the building. Hey, Shasta. Gotta get on up in this chat. And talk about this impact that is happening. COVID, this COVID having on the impact on the prison system. Because yes, it is having an impact on the prison systems. And what I did want to talk about is, well, you see how they letting or these different celebrities and stuff out of prison, and still got Bill Cosby and R. Kelly still sitting in there. And as we do know, Bill Cosby, yes, he was convicted, but he's in a wheelchair and blind, but they won't even let him out. But yet and still, they let in these other ones. Donald Trump, that one, his lawyer, they said they just released him. He's out. I mean, come on. I think it's terrible, terrible. But yeah, we're going to just talk about the impact that it's having on these prison systems, because they're actually, really, really going in these prison systems. I wanted to pull up one of these on a split screen, but I didn't get a chance because I was kind of, rushing it. But as some of you know, but I'm going to put it to my screen, so I'm going to hopefully that everyone be able to see it. When I put it to my screen, I'm trying to wait and see if anybody else will come into the chat before I put it up. But it is being this virus is being spread in the prison systems as well. They might not want to tell you all that's going on, but it's actually being spread in it. Jessica says there's a rapper named YNW Nelly. He has corona and his family's trying to get him out. He's in jail. So I mean, it is impacted. It's being impacted. In the prison system. They're trying to keep it on the down low, but I mean, it's really being impacted, and it's sad. Okay, hey, welcome Isaiah. Isaiah's in the chat as well. But it's being a big impact in the prison. So I just wanted to go ahead and was trying to wait, before I go ahead and run this clip that I do have, so we all can just look at it. This is just one clip, and then we could talk about it. So I'm going to get ready to pull this clip up for us all to look at. I wanted to pull it up on my screen. Like I said, I'm still working out my kinks on it, and my son that normally here this help me put it up on the screen here. So I got to work with what I got. Okay. Isaiah said they letting those brothers die in there. Yes, they are. They actually are. I think that's what they want. That's what they want. And it's sad. It's really sad. So it's a praying time. It's a praying time. Just give me a minute. actually texting somebody else to let them know. All right, my cousin Michael's up in the chat. What's up, Mike? What's up, Mike? What's good? All right, so I'm gonna get ready to play this clip, and this clip is it's about a person that's over in New Jersey, believe it or not. And this is about a clip that's in prison clip. So let's get ready to do this, y'all.
I'm Gary Franchi. Thank you for watching that last report. You know, coffee is a simple part of our day, but in a pandemic, it can make a world of difference. Franklin's Finest Coffee is the first ever emergency survival coffee with a true up to 25-year shelf life. Now, this kit right here provides a 1-year supply of flavorful
Excuse that commercial.
Finest coffee for one person. It's conveniently packaged in 12 resealable, 60-serving, heavy-duty, 4-layer zipper pouches for a total of 720 servings. It's all packed in a rugged, water-resistant bucket for easy storage. Franklin's Finest Coffee is the ultimate survival perk, especially for those that drink coffee on a daily basis. It's also the perfect item for barter or trade in an emergency.
Oh, come on now.
You can thank us for that tip later. So get this delicious coffee delivered right to your door while supplies last. Go to wakeupwithgcast.com.
Oh, shit, I should have rewinded it.
See you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Thanks for watching the Next News Network. Tap here to subscribe to the channel to get the latest news and alerts. Tap here to watch our latest breaking news and our top stories. Tap here for our latest featured interviews. And make sure you tap here to get in on the new podcast, the GCast, with my wife, Angie, and I. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
Oh, shit. But y'all, excuse me now. I thought that was the one I wanted us to look at, but maybe let me see. Yeah, that was the one I wanted us to look at, unless they took it off. Because I watched it earlier today.
Leaked photos from inside Fort Dix Federal Prison in New Jersey are now raising major questions about safety and health concerns after a patient has tested positive. We got all the details before I go into this report. If you are here for the first time, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down below. Just make sure you hit that notification bell. Before I continue, you know, in a pandemic, things we take for granted become a luxury. Thankfully, in an emergency, you won't have to give up coffee. Franklin's Finest Coffee.
They're cutting it out. Let's see. I want to see if they bring it back up. I'm going to put it back down and see if they bring it back up, because I want us to talk about the this Fort Dix prison, this Fort Dixon prison that's in New Jersey. Well, I want to bring it up, and I just want to let everybody know, because that is where, you know, my son is. And he told me about where this was on YouTube, and wanted to bring the awareness of, you know, this is how bad that the this epidemic is, you know. Okay, here we go.
Gateway Pundit reports photos and a video that were provided to the Gateway Pundit by an inmate at Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institution in New Jersey reveal no masks for inmates or guards, no social distancing, and spoiled food served to prisoners. Here is the video provided to the Gateway Pundit.
This don't look like social distancing to me.
So they're not practicing no social distancing.
Take a closer look. The photograph obviously tells a much clearer picture. Obviously, no social distancing going on in that prison. They write the lack of precaution endangering both prisoners and staff continued even after Fort Dix had their first confirmed CV case. She reports that there are currently over 3,000 inmates at the low-security federal prison. And when they were speaking to the Gateway Pundit on a condition of anonymity, the prisoner explained he feels like the prison is endangering everyone in the building. The photos and videos provided show very few prisoners wearing masks, while a large group was congregated in the yard. Taking a closer look at the article here, And you can see there's the video we just played for you. And here is the food. They're right here. Prison on April 7 had their first confirmed case of the virus when an inmate tested positive. And when responding to an inquiry about how the prison was handling the pandemic, the Bureau of Prisons sent a lengthy response claiming they were working hard to prevent the spread of the virus and linked to their guidance. Many of their claims are contradicted by the evidence that was provided to the Gateway Pundit. They state here, the BOP is not testing staff as part of a screening program. It is not recommended by the CDC. There's not sufficient scientific data to support screening. So far, 241 federal inmates and 73 BOP staff members have tested positive for COVID nationwide. Comment below. We'll see you at the next report for the Next News Network. I'm Gary Franchi.
All right, everyone. So we see that, and even talking about the food as well. So we see that it's not only affecting the outside out here, but it's also, affecting the inside, and of course, how can they practice, social distancing? How can they practice the 6 feet apart, when they're all, together? So this is a problem. This is definitely a problem, that we're having. I mean, this COVID-19 is real. It's really than what, we really, people's taking it as, that it's a joke. It's not that serious. It's just like it's some kind of flu or something. But no, it's way, way more than a flu. And, like I said, that, that took like really, really hard with me because that my son he's in there, he's in that prison that I just showed you, and he is the one who I talked to him the night before because I definitely would not put it up there without him knowing about it, and he's the one who told me, no, Ma, go ahead, put it on, because people need to know. Yes, and it's really fucked up. Yeah, it is really, really fucked up. So, I'm doing what I have to do, as a mother, and what I can do. I'm taking, the proper precautions and whatever. We're doing the business wise as far as calling who I need to call, and doing what I need to do to hopefully reach people to try to do something to help my son that's in there, and all the other people that's in there, So this is really, really, it's devastating. It is devastating, and they don't care. They don't care. They feel like, oh well, they did the crime, through the time. But no, we understand, that, what they did was wrong or whatever. But also, I mean, come on now. Shit. They ain't going there to die, you know? They ain't going there to die, So, I mean, come on. Do what you need to do. Help these people out. And like I said, they're letting I'd say, and I'm not trying to be racist or whatever, but they're letting these white people out that's been convicted. Uh, Michael Avenatti, I mean, he got over 23 years. Shit, trying to extort money from the Nike, but they let his ass out for 90 days. He's out for 90 days. He's been convicted for 23 years, but they let him out. So, I mean, come on. So it's really bad. And here's another one that I'm gonna pull up. This other clip. It's bad. All right, I'm gonna just pull this other one, let it come up first. But this is what's going on in the prison systems, and they're trying to cover it up. No, these are still human beings. These are not, dogs and monsters. These are still people with lives. And like I said again, how can they do social distancing?
I'm in a dorm where there's 86 inmates. Right now we're at full capacity. Today they brought 8 new people in here. The bunks are approximately spaced out 2 feet apart from each other. There's 2 people per bunk. You will never be 6 feet away from somebody else unless you're in the shower by yourself. You know, I mean, even the toilets are about 3 feet apart from each other. We have 6 picnic benches in the dining area, in the common area. 6 picnic benches, I would say, would fit maybe 8 people per table. So you try and get somewhere to eat for 48 people, you're trying to cram 86 people into that area. You know, and it's hard. Most of us will sit at our bunk and eat. It's very somber in here. You can feel attention in here and anxiety, stressing about their court cases being pushed back. The courts have pushed our court dates off up to 6 weeks, and we feel that our rights are being violated, especially those that are wanting to take their cases to trial. I have not seen any extra cleaning being done out in the common area where we get pulled out of our dorms, and especially if you're being a diabetic, I'm more susceptible of suffering from this coronavirus. So I've been refusing to go out to get my finger checks. I've noticed that I can feel the ailments of my diabetes, blurred vision, constant headaches. It's kind of like a catch-22 situation. I'm not sure if I want to go out there and get it. I know I need it, but then again, I don't want to go out there and risk catching the virus. One day this week, they passed out an extra indigent kit that had 2 bars of soap in it. I mean, we wash our clothes with this soap, we bathe with this soap, and they're small bars. Us not getting the canteen is a big issue. The loss of commissary eliminates pain medication like Tylenol, the loss of sleeping aids or antihistamines, antifungal cream, all those necessary items. And there's information up here stating to make sure you wash your hands and things like that. But then again, the soap that the county jail is providing us sometimes is not enough. We have to get up on the door to the cop's window and ask them for extra soap. There's no soap, it's right here at the sink. The procedures that they have right now, if we ask for a white card, they're asking what are our symptoms, and when we put in a white card, they'll pull you out and check your vital signs and see if you're running a fever. From what I've seen on the news, there's some younger people that can actually carry the virus without even knowing that they have it. Why isn't everybody getting tested? Why hasn't everybody gotten tested in here? Maybe somebody's gone to court or medical and back like twice already. They've been trying to pull me out to go get my hand operated on, and I'm scared to do that, man. I'm like, no, I'm not leaving this door. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I'm not going to go to a hospital where people are going with the coronavirus to bring it back here. Like that's just doesn't make sense to me. I would ask them to make the commissary workers like essential workers, just like they do here in the kitchen. Another thing that I would ask them to provide us if they cannot have the commissary run is to give us an extra lunch, because we get served meals here at 4 a.m., 10 a.m., and 4 p.m. That's every 6 hours, except for the 12 hours in between 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. We do not eat. And that's when we rely on our canteen items to get us through the night. We don't have that right now.
So basically, like Ian said, it's hard to look at, especially when you have a loved one that's in there, going through. And like I said, I'm not saying that, because of this COVID-19, then, let them out, let my loved one out or whatever. No, we understand it. And, we again, you do the crime, you do the time, that I am a strong believer of that. But in these circumstances, if they're not going to follow, the proper protocol and do the, to make sure that they are being, doing safety wise for them while they're in there, then no, then shit, go ahead. Put them on home confinement until this COVID-19 is over with. And when I say home confinement, I mean they got those ankle bracelet monitors where they're at home confinement, could be home 24 hours a day. They can't go out the house. They can't go nowhere. They're monitored. If they go out the door, that shit'll go off. Put them on home confinement until that they can get this shit done, until this can go away. I mean, I looked and I seen on the news how they let this lady, she had 23 years. She was had murdered somebody, white again, and I'm not being racist, but white again, and they let her out. Home confinement. I mean, come on. So then again, what about us black people? What about the black ones in there? Oh, so what it didn't make me feel that this is some kind of conspiracy. Let our black men that is in there, then what? Let them die, or let them get the coronavirus and let them get so sick, in there. Yes, I'm not saying when people get the coronavirus, they all die, because some people, they're able to get over it or whatever, but they get so sick, about it. And then to be, in there like that, that they're not going to give them the proper care that they need if they get it in there, because they don't want it. The staff don't want it and everything. So they're not going to, give them the proper care that they need, because they don't want to take that home and spread it to their family. So, I mean, all of that just goes through your mind. And like I said, how are they going to be 6 feet, distancing? They can't do that, and my son, he told me, that they had just start giving them masks, making them wear masks every day, because that news feed, the first one that I showed y'all, that was leaked out. Somebody leaked that out to the prison where he is at. So they leaked that out. So now they made them all put, that they had to wear those masks, there. But why got to take somebody to leak that information out, that they're not doing what they're supposed to do, in order for them to do what they're supposed to do? That is supposed to be done automatically. And again, how are they going to be 6 feet distancing from one another? How? How? These people are they're scared in there, because they don't want it. They don't want it. And then you got the staff that's coming in. They don't know if they got it. And then see all of these prisoners that's in there. They in there, so they know that they don't got it. So it's the workers that's coming in there that's bringing it in there. Somebody had to bring it in there, because they can't go out to go get it. So somebody's bringing it in there. So they're scared. They don't know what to do. But like I say again, I think it's sad. It's terrible. And then you go back to you looking at, I look at the news, they let, like I said, Michael Avenatti out. He was convicted 23 years. Harvey Weinstein, he just got, they let him out. He caught the COVID-19, as soon as he was over there on Rikers Island. He just got convicted for what, 20 something years, to let his ass out. And, I mean, come on, that rapper guy, 6ix9ine or whatever, he ratting on everybody, let him out, and everything. Yes, and it is. It is. It's heartbreaking. It really is heartbreaking. And only thing that we can do, is pray. We just have to pray and ask God to just keep them covered. Our loved ones that we do have in there, we have to ask God to keep them covered. And then we also got to ask God to cover the ones that we don't know that is in there. I mean, I'm just asking God just to, you know, just cover all of them, because it don't make any sense. It's like, they don't care. Right now, United States of America do not care. They do not care. And it go to me, it seems like they don't care about the black man, period. They can say that they do, but honestly, I really don't think they do. And it goes again why I'm talking about that 6x9 guy come out, the rapper guy. He done snitched on everybody. If I was him, I'd stay my ass in there because now he got to worry about all them guys coming after his ass. He done snitched on. But either say they still let his ass out of there. They let him out, but yet it's still they got Bill Cosby in a wheelchair, blind. He got somebody pushing him around, but they won't let that man out. He's over the age limit. There's no excuse why he can't go home and be on home confinement. No reason why. There's no reason why that he can't. They got Art Kelly. Art Kelly has not even went to trial yet. He's been sitting in the jail cell for 9 months, have not even been to trial, not been convicted on anything. And they refuse to let that man out. They keep coming up with more and more accusations. Now they're going to say, again, they don't want to let him out as another one because he's a flight risk. The damn man's scared to fly. He is scared to fly. That's why he had a tour bus ride him everywhere across the goddamn fucking states. When he had to go sing over Africa, they had to give him a shot in his ass to get on a damn plane to go to goddamn Africa. But now they say that he's a flight risk. How the hell is he a flight risk and the man scared to goddamn fly? When he had to go to New York for a hearing, not a trial, just for a damn hearing, they put him on a monitor, like we doing live right now on a monitor. The man scared to fly, but yet still he a goddamn flight risk. So these are the things that I don't understand. These are the things that make us think, or make me think that it's a conspiracy against black men. Why? Why black men? If you could let these white men out of prison that's convicted and put them on home confinement, put monitors on them so they can stay in their house for 24 hours a day, then why you can't do that to the black man? Why you can't do that to them? You got these white men convicted 23 years. 23 goddamn years. But you're going to go ahead and put him on a damn monitor on his leg and let his ass go home because of COVID goddamn 19. But you got another black man who has not even been to trial, who has not been convicted, still allegations, but you won't let him out. Then you got another black man. Yes, he's been convicted, but 10 years, not 23 years, 10 years. But he in a wheelchair. He blind, but you won't let him out. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. That don't make sense to me. It really don't. So that's telling me, go ahead and let these black men, just let them, let these, you want these black men to die in prison. Are you saying I don't give a fuck about them? But let's get the ones that we don't have convicted, or let's get them out so they don't get the COVID-19. And then after it's over with, then we'll let them go on back in there and do their time. So actually, you're just saying, let them get it. And if they die, they die. That's pretty much what they're saying. And that's why I think that it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy against our black men. And it's always been that way. It's always been that way. Okay, Rudy is saying, let me put it up on the screen here. I think that's wrong because my brother did 26 years and still in there. I think he should be one of the ones who should let him out and come here. I guess he said he to say come home, and that's crazy. Yes, Rudy's brother's still in there, and he's already done 20 something years already. He's over 60 years old. But you think they're gonna let him? They trying to let him out. No, they giving him a hard time, and I think this is what I'm saying. It's terrible. And do you think they care? First, they say that it's over a certain age limit. Then they say got to go by, if you have certain, you know, uh, elements, certain conditions or whatever, you know. I mean, they make up saying that it's all these different things. Well, Bill Cosby, he's over the age limit. He's blind, everything else. We don't know what other elements he got, but I mean, over the age limit, he in a wheelchair, got to be pushed around. R. Kelly, he smokes cigars. He's a smoker. He at high risk. I mean, come on here. But look like that Michael Avenatti, that lawyer guy, he walked out healthy as pie. Yeah, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it, but I really do. And I agree with you, Ann. I think it's really messed up. I think it's fucked up. Let's just call it like it is. Call a spade a spade. It's fucked up. It really is fucked up. And I'm just, me personally, I've been doing, what I can do, for, like I said, for my child that is in there, I'm just, doing what I can. I contacted, his lawyer and going through the proper channels, with it to see if there's anything that I could do, because I'm just, you know, not going to just sit back and just do nothing. I mean, anything that I can do, I'm going to do it. It might not do nothing, but at least they know that, his mother's just not sitting here and not doing anything. That's just bullshit. And I just think it's just fucked up. But this is where we at with this COVID-19. It is not just impacting us out here. It is impacting everybody from out here to the prison system to the nursing homes to everywhere. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. And I also wanted us to do. I was going to do a little recap again on that $2,000 check that they are supposed to be giving out. The $2,000 check, that stimulus check that they're trying to pass that bill again. I was going to just touch bases on that again. Pretty much, again, like I'm saying, is just saying that, they're going to try to pass that bill again to do another stimulus check that they're trying to give out. But of course, it has to pass the bill. It has to go. It's in the Democrats, and then from the Democrats, it has to go to the Senate, and then from the Senate, it's going to have to go to the president, where he's going to have to sign off on it. And I know the last bill, it took, from my understanding, it took 3 weeks for him to pass that bill. So hopefully, it won't take that long again. But again, like I said, I was hearing, some little things going on with that. And I got my if anybody wants to call in, I'm sorry about it. I just got so going on about this prison thing. It kind of just blew me away about it, but my number, I'll put my number up. It's going across the screen as well. But we can call in. Somebody could call in and we can talk about it. We want to talk about how the impact on the prison system. If you want to, if anybody got any comments or anything, I'm going to put my number up. You can most definitely call in. Somebody call in so we can talk about it. Sharon says, how are they going to pass another one when people haven't gotten the first one? And that's true, Sharon. That is crazy. Yeah. Because we also need to talk about that. People that has gotten, let me get something. I got to get some of my soda. But I understand that some people that have went through Jackson Hewitt and H&R Block and other places to get their uh, taxes, that they haven't even got their money back yet, saying that their money is like that $1,200 stimulus check that's up in the air, and I really think that's messed up, so they're still kind of trying to find out where they. Okay, I got a call. All right. Hey, caller, you're on live with Trina Tina.
Hey, how you doing? This is Rudolph. I have a question for you. I'm wondering why they letting all the ones that get locked up, I'm saying, and then turn them out, and then the ones that ain't been through trial, let them stay in there. And
Excuse me, could you repeat that?
I was wondering why ones that's been in there for years, they should be the ones to be out there, and the ones that just get in there, they let them out and bypass the black people.
Yeah, I really, I don't know. That's a whole big thing. I don't understand that neither. I feel the same kind of way. I just think it's some kind of, to me, it's conspiracy going on. Because I feel like I hear your background. You must got a TV or something on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I feel the same way that you do. I feel like they need to, everybody, it should be equally all around the board. At this point, this this COVID-19 is very serious. And it should not be. They should feel like they want to let out who they want to let out. They should, go ahead again, put them ankle bracelets on them, and go ahead and monitor them. Don't let them out the house or whatever. And when this is over with, but they're choosing, to let out who they wanted to let out. And it seems like all of them right now they're all white so far. I have not seen a black person shown like on TV wise that has been let out. I did hear that, they had let, people out of the jail, out of the jail, but I don't know. They haven't showed them or anything, so possibly, was some African Americans that they did let out, but they're not showing it, but I feel like you do the same as you. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, no, like you got a son in there that's been doing a long time, and I got a brother been there. He's been there for 26 years. I ain't seen him, and it's like they want them to die in there and let the other people out, like R. Kelly. He ain't been a trial yet. The man can't get no bond. And look at Bill Cosby. The man is 80 something years old, and I know he's sick. You know what I'm saying? He should be out of there, and the rest of them should.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're exactly right. R. Kelly has not even been to trial yet, and they won't even give him a bond. That right there, I don't even understand. Like I said, make that make sense to me. And they're letting people out that has been convicted, and they let them out on home monitors and everything. So that don't even make sense to me at all. And like you said, Bill Cosby, he's way over the age limit. Again, make that make sense. To me, it goes back again to conspiracy against the black man, especially those that being in celebrity status. They don't want, the black man to get but so far. They don't want that. They really don't. And they have gotten up there, but so far, so no, they got to stop it some kind of way. And I believe that is their means of stopping it by keeping them in there. And Michael Avenatti, he was one of the lawyers that was going against R. Kelly. So I believe that's one of the reasons they let him out anyway. You know, I really do. I really believe that's one of the reasons why they let him out.
Well, I have one more thing to say. We just got to put God first and pray for all the ones in there that we have loved ones. And maybe one day they'll be out. And, because God is the main man upstairs that makes things happen. And I just want to say that's all I want. And thank y'all, and God bless.
All righty. Okay. And thank you for calling in, Rudy. You have a blessing. All righty. And like he was saying, it does, I say again, make that make sense. These people has been convicted, and they're letting them out. Home confinement, put these monitors on these people. When R. Kelly has not been convicted, only allegations, and he has no bond, can't get out. They're fighting tooth and nail for this man to keep this man there, in jail. Ain't even been a trial yet. Make that make sense. Okay. But okay, back to what Sharon was saying when we're talking about these stimulus checks. She was saying, how are they gonna pass another bill when some of the people still haven't got their stimulus checks, and that goes to like the Jackson Hewitt and the what is it, the H&R Block. They haven't got their checks. Their money is like up in the air somewhere. I don't know if the Jackson Hewitt people don't want to let the money go. My thing is, I think that they got them to their banks, but I'm thinking that they don't want to give them up because they ain't getting nothing out of it. Because normally they can get something out of it, off of it for using them, and now they can't. So, but I think there ought to be some way, something that they need, something to be done to let the people get their money, because what's going to happen if and when they do pass this other bill, what's going to happen then? I just think it's terrible what they're doing to the ones who went to these tax preparers to do their taxes for them, and they need that $1,200 just like the next person. And it just don't make no sense. But anybody could call in. The line is open. If anybody wants to call in and talk about the impact of the prison system that we were talking on. Thank you, Rudy. I think my son went in there and cooked him something. You might see a little smoke in the back because he put something, I think, is the air fryer? Put something in the air fryer and got it going smoking or something. So excuse it. I ain't on fire in here, y'all. I'm good. But okay. If not, I'm going to let me just revisit this little clip that we had on again last night. If some of y'all that's in the chat, if y'all didn't hear it last night, I'm going to revisit it again so that y'all can hear it again. But like I said, anybody's welcome to call in. Be ashamed to be afraid to call in. Unless, we got to do this as open chat. We got to do this together here. Got me running my mouth for about an hour. Hey, Waldo, I know you in the chat. We got to go ahead. Somebody call in and let's do this. Help me out here. Got a question, got a comment on it. Come in and see, Talk about this thing, how it is. You know, what's your thoughts on how what's your thoughts on what's going on in this prison system? What they doing? I think it's wrong. What's your opinion on it? We'll move on to this.
Enabled onto a massive Intuit and TurboTax marketing campaign that is trying to convince you to essentially sign up for their programs and pay money for their programs. This is something.
I'm going to try to go on about this stimulus again.
Were cut out. A lot of people were cut out. The new $2,000.
So we can go ahead and hear this one more time for anyone that missed it last night. For us again, but it's basically they're trying to
convince you to essentially sign up for their programs, pay me for their program. This is something kind of like what their software looks like right now. My taxes, start for free, register now, start for free. A lot of things end up trying to gear you into some kind of subscription service or payment platform. You should not have to pay anything to get your deposit where you can file for free.
Okay, this Dana's in the chat.
I did make a video, by the way, how you.
All right, I'm going to talk about it again. We're getting ready to talk about.
You'll actually see a video.
Just about stimulus check again.
Can I show you how easy it is?
Let me just find another one because he's just running his mouth. I want to it. I'm going to get to this again, what we have brought up about this stimulus check again. The new one.
Democrats have proposed a new bill that
Here we go.
give you $2,000 every month, and it has many of you talking on social media. The two House Democrats' proposal is one-time $1,200 checks that simply won't be enough. News 19's Alicia Navez tells us more.
Many South Carolinians are $1,200 richer this week. It's thanks to the one-time check from the CARES Act, which passed last month. Now, a new bill called the Emergency Money for the People Act is looking to give Americans more money as the unemployment rate continues to skyrocket. In fact, since the CARES Act was passed, 16.6 million Americans filed new claims for unemployment benefits. Here's how the proposed bill would work. Every American 16 and older making less than $130,000 a year would get at least $2,000 a month. Married couples earning less than $260,000 would get $4,000 a month. Families would get $500 per child per month for up to 3 children. Payments would be guaranteed for 6 months and would continue until 60% of people over 16 years old are back to work. The measure would also close a loophole in the CARES Act, allowing college students and adults with disabilities to get payments even if they are claimed as a dependent on someone else's taxes. We reached out to South Carolina lawmakers to get their take on the bill. As Congressman and House Majority Whip Jim Clyburn said, once it became clear that the coronavirus pandemic would result in severe economic harm, I have advocated for direct payments to Americans that are targeted based on need and that continue as long as our economy remains in peril. The one-time direct payments provided in the CARES Act are an important first step, but dire reports have made abundantly clear that additional assistance will be to support American families and businesses. As soon as the lawmakers respond, we will pass along that information. Alicia Navez, News 19, WLTX.
Well, these stimulus checks under the proposed.
Okay. All righty then. So that here we have it again, talking about the $2,000 that they're proposing. That's a bill that they want to pass again, like they did stimulus check the $1,200. And again, like we listened to last night, one person was saying 6 months that they want to get money to, and another person we had listened to was saying 12 months. And I think the reason why Washington wants to do this because Canada, they give their people over there, they're getting money every month. I don't know how much it is, and I know Italy is giving out their their people over there is getting money every month. So I think that's why United States wants to do it. But like we were saying again, they want to do it they want to do it for either 6 months or 12 months. But it has to go through Congress first, then from Congress it has to go through the Senate, and then from Senate it has to go to the president. And the last bill, the stimulus bill, it only took them 3 weeks to pass, which it was kind of quick. So we don't know how quick this one will go. But as you know, with our president, he don't want to act like he's doing everything and stuff like that in it. But remember, like we talked about last night, he only wanted to give $1,000 flat. He did not want to give the $1,200 that everybody got. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to give just $1,000. That's why it took so long for this $1,200 that everybody got out. He didn't want to do, and not want to give that $500 for people's children that they also got. That's why it took so long to get out, because the Democrats, they were fighting, going back and forth, fighting with him. So, and finally, he did that. Trust and believe he is fighting again. He is not, because don't think that he just giving his money to be giving it. He don't want it. He don't want to. He really don't, because look now, he is making people, the ones who are getting paper checks, they got to wait a little longer because he want to put his name on the check. And why he will be the first president to put his name on the Treasury checks. Like I was saying last night, I'm 51 years old, and I have never seen the president's name on a U.S. Treasury check. I think it's really, really crazy, but he wants to seem important. Like I said, with this $1,000 that they're trying to get to pass, that bill right now to go through, this money here, he wants the taxpayers to pay it next year. Now, he gives you this $2,000 a month. He wants the taxpayer to pay it. And ones who are on SSI, the ones who are on disability, the ones who are getting their money that they work for, and ain't nothing that you're giving, because I don't get that I ain't supposed to get. Every dime I get, now I work for. But he wants to, if he gives us $2,000 a month, then he will go ahead and cut that. No, you ain't cut nothing, because that last night I call you and ask you, could you get $1,000 a month? No, you want to give it. I didn't ask you for no loan. So therefore, they're gonna have to go back, and they're going back and forth again. And which I really don't think that he's gonna give. He's gonna be willing to. It's a surprise if he gives say to this $2,000 a month. I really think he's going to probably negate and carry on, and then probably wind up with if another $1,200, or maybe try to boost it up to like $1,500. If he does it, if he goes with it for this 6 months or 2 or 12 months to give out every month, it's gonna surprise the hell out of me. But then again, I think if he does, he's only gonna do it because these other countries is doing it. He's not gonna do it because he wants to do it. He's only gonna do it to make himself look good. That's basically it. That's really, really basically it. Not because he wants to, because he want to make himself look good. Like I said again, he's put his name on paper checks that's gonna come out. So they're delaying these people from getting their checks. That's why they gotta wait the end of the month, because he's putting his name on damn checks. For what? What purpose? What is the purpose? I was telling my sister when we were talking about it, I said, shit, I say, go ahead. Yeah, I don't get one. Put your name there. Put it on there. He sent me 2 or 3, 4 with his name on the check, because they could do them a cash that shit anyway. Yeah, it don't just to be seen. It don't make no sense. It really don't. But if anybody got any comments or any questions, here's the number. Call in. Let's talk about it. Because you know me, I sit up and I'll just be running my mouth. But this is information we need to talk about. Let me know how you feel. I'm letting you know how I feel about it. I mean, so let me know how you feel about it. Let's talk about this thing. And of course, we talked about about the COVID-19 impact that is having on the prison system, and we need to let's talk about that. How we feel about that. I think it's just terrible. It really is, and that just totally just upsets me. How are they gonna practice feet away? How to practice the 6 feet apart? How? You know? And like I told y'all, being that you seen the clip that I just played for y'all, courtesy and of my son that told me where to go and pull it up everything so that y'all can see, and so that was leaked that where the prison that he is in now they gave them the masks that they wear they can wear it every day, you know. So I tell you, it's a praying time, but I let you know that this is real. This is real. This COVID-19 is real. And it's affecting everybody, not just us out here. It's affecting the people that's in the prison system, and people that's in nursing homes and everywhere. It's terrible. It's terrible. So y'all just keep I'm sorry. What happened here? My jumped offline somehow. But as I was telling y'all, I'm gonna keep letting y'all know. Keep researching, and anytime I get online, let us know about the anytime I find information. I'll keep bringing it. Letting us know. We got to keep finding out. Let each other know about what's going on out here, and everything, and you know and more I hear about anything that come up with this COVID-19, and even with the this bill that they're trying to pass, me, I'll go ahead and jump online and you know let you know and we have to talk about it. I'll be so glad when some of y'all can call in and let's talk about it. We need to interact more, but until y'all decide to get comfortable enough to talk in, I don't mind about me. I don't mind about talking. I'll talk until y'all decide that you want to call in. I don't mind. Because I'm gonna let you know what's going on. But I am, on Sundays, I am going to try to come on. Well, I am going to come on Sunday. The Lord spare my life. I want to do inspirational Sundays and stuff since we are, inside and everything. and can't go out, church and different things like that. So I will come on and do inspirational Sundays. I am going to try to have a guest to come on and speak with us for inspirational Sundays, and all is welcome. My son did fix my laptop, so now when I do put a notification out, it do come on the right time. It be the right time when it do come on, so that's a good thing. And so we just got to continue to do the safety techniques for this COVID-19, do all the proper precautions, wear your masks when you're out there. Please make sure you wear your gloves, 6 feet apart, I mean, all the washing of the hands, remember, wash your hands 20 seconds. Let's just try to make sure that we follow those proper precautions, because it's much needed. If you know someone who needs help, that's elderly, can't get out, ask the person, or that if they're high risk, go, ask them you need for the store while you're going. Let's help each other out, because if, we're not going to help each other, who else is going to do it? We need each other right now in this time of this, COVID-19. We have to look out for each other. We really, really do. So if you got a neighbor, a friend that that's high risk, and can't, don't need to be out there, that has diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, asthma, lupus, what the high risks are, they don't need to be out there. Then, go over them, see what they need, if you're going out to the store, go out there, get the stuff for them. We have to help each other at this point. We really, really do, come together, So I want to thank everybody for joining me live on tonight. And of course, I'll let everybody know, for my live tomorrow. Definitely, it will be Sunday. I know for sure I'm going to do Inspirational Sunday for us all. So, we've talked about COVID-19 all this week, and the stimulus checks, we're going to stay on them, because I'm going to keep you informed on that bill. And I'm also going to try to do some research as far as seeing about the ones who do, have got their taxes done through H&R Block, and, the other ones, that the tax preparer, Jackson Hewitt. I'm going to see if I can do some research and see what's going on with it, and see if I can bring something, see if I can find some information and bring it on a live for you. But that, other than that, I thank y'all, everybody again. I thank everybody again for joining live. And God bless you all. I'm sorry, let me see. Yeah, but God bless you all, and I will see y'all Sunday, the Lord's will, for Inspirational Sunday. And you stay blessed.